ladies. Okay, so it's Tuesday. Our week just ended because Monday Night Football. So it's time to change up your roster for next week. See what guys you want in. But of course, you want to do it throughout the week because you never know what's going to happen and something can happen in practice. So when you log in, I'm going to show you guys how to move your guys on your roster, add or drop players as well. So when you log into your NFL account, hover over Fantasy and drop down to the league that you want. Some may have more than one league. You probably will only have one league if you're new. So this is my practice league, CaliRouge PR. So you click on it and your team pops up. So this is my roster. The first couple of guys all the way up to BN, those are the guys that I have active. The bench BN are the ones that aren't. So I want to move some guys around. So here we have Jarvis Landry. Also, these little notes, they tell you a little bit about your player. What happened during the previous week, if they're going to be active. You see he's active, so he's good. If he was going to be out, it would say that here, inactive, questionable. If he missed practice, he didn't practice, so he probably won't be playing, injured, whatnot. It tells you everything. It also tells you their bye week, so that his team won't be playing this week. So you want to know that to know when the other guy in his position is available to play when he's not, and points that he got during the previous week. So I want to move him. So we come over to the move column, and you see how my arrow changes to the 4 arrows. Once it does that, I click on the next to the player that I want to move. The double arrows come up. So then I can only move him to where there's another double arrow. Those are the positions that he can go in. So the bench, or he can either be wide receivers up here because he's W/R, wide receiver, kick return, I believe. So I want to move Jarvis down to the bench for Tevin Coleman. So I click on Tevin and you see they switch. Now Jarvis is on the bench and Kevin is playing. So check to make sure anybody else that I want to change. Nope. And then I come over here and hit submit. And it has been changed. So I have Tevin in my lineup and Jarvis on the bench. So I'm ready to go. So now let's add or drop. So at the top, you have fantasy, you have all the league. Then below you have roster, add, drop, trade. This is where you go to add or drop a player. So let's drop first, because some of you guys may want to drop if you auto drafted and got someone you didn't want, or he's not doing so good. So drop. So it brings up your roster. You go through and you see who you want to drop. I'm going to get rid of Andy Dalton because maybe he's not doing so good, but he's doing all right actually in my league. So let me get rid of Eli. He's a little bit worse. So you're going to click on it. You're going to hit continue. Click on however many of the players you want to drop. Then it comes here, excuse me, to players to drop. You review and you hit submit. And then it will say, just like when you change your roster, that it was submitted. To add, you just, excuse me, you just click on add. Then it brings up players that are available. So you want to look up here. You can look for the different positions you want. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, wide, kicker, and defense. So if you want a player, say I need a quarterback because I just dropped Eli, I click add. It brings up add. I don't want to drop another player, but if I had, too many spaces, so I would click drop Eli Manning and pick up Matthew Stanford. You just click who you want to drop and hit continue right here. Or if I don't want to drop anybody, but I just want to add him, he's still in my queue to be added, I just hit continue. Now it'll tell me if it's successful, the commissioner of the league will approve it, because we have to have permission by this league. I don't think we have that in ours, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But if so, I will get a notice and I will do that. So if you want to trade, you come back up to trade. You look for players that you want out of someone else's league. These are the owners within the league. So if I wanted Matt Ryan, I would hit this to trade. But then, who do I want to trade for? So I need to take somebody off of my list that I want to trade for. Well, Matt is who I want to trade on my list. No. Matt is on his list, so. But who I want to trade for. So I want to trade for him. It was just showing me confirmed. Hit click now on my roster. Excuse me. So now who on my roster do I want to give him for Matt? I probably would want to trade the same position. So Eli Manning for Matt. You see, Eli's going. Matt would be coming. I hit continue. And that's what I want to do. Just let you know. Hit submit. Now I'll have to wait. You have proposed a trade to him. I have to wait to see if he accepts. He might not though. But that's how you add, drop, and trade, and also switch up your roster. I hope this helped. Go ahead and look at your players and see how they did this past week and who you want to switch out.